When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
Then again, at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, earning Drew's cash in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night. Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's career from way up.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that.
Watch out!
Ooh.
Headbutt to the back of the neck. Bam! Watch this power. Way up and down hard. It's going to take more than that to keep him down.
I'm surprised he stayed down for that long.
Oh! He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. From the top. Oh! With authority!
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken...
Launching. Diving double axe handle.
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision?
You have to be filled with malice to go grabbing a sledgehammer like he has.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no...
And he goes for the pin. Power right out at one.
He's really not making this easy. Impressive awareness from him.
Neckbreaker to the float over. That was pretty. Emotions running high, and This is the pain Punk promised to deliver onto McIntyre. My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Oh, using that hammer like this was a track and field event.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imagination.
Roll up here. He forces a break before the count of 2.
I can't believe the ref didn't get 2 here. He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation.
Counter by CM Punk. Triangle armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in.
It looks like the Scottish Warrior is beginning to fade.
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape. He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed. Oh, yeah, from the top.
Flying elbow drop.
Wasting no time. Into the cut.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
Not a good spot to be in.
GTS connects.
Can that finish McIntyre? Looking like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
And CM Punk is in control.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
Punk and McIntyre might...
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he locks in a perfectly applied sharpshooter. Absolutely trapped. Nowhere to go.
And he is experiencing excruciating pain right now, even if he gets out.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. Caught with the full force of the sledgehammer.
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
Punk now with a quick double under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
It looks like the Scottish Warrior is beginning to fade. Michael Cole, will he tap out?
McIntyre won't tap. There's no way. There's no way. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again.
Quick thinking right there. Drew McIntyre showing everyone why we call him the Scottish psychopath.
Catastrophic damage on the back.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Got a wrench, looking to tune someone up.
and able to skirt around that attack.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.